Hi, I'm Vicky. This is Javier. Javier, so I'm a photographer, and I find myself taking on projects that either are really long hours or sometimes even days. I cramp myself up in tiny little spaces when it comes to the media pit, and I have to stay in my spot for a very extended period of time. And other times, I have to put myself in a very unnatural position just so I can get a really good shot. So I end up getting home, and I have a lot of pain. A lot of the times it's like on my upper back, my shooting shoulder, and then my lower back. So what are some things that I can do?
Okay, upper back, lower back, and on the shooting shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is that pain sort of that type of sharp pain, or is it more of like a constant tightness that will kind of last throughout the day?
It's usually the second one. So it tends to last
so
for...
kind of a lower level pain, but it's just kind of nagging you throughout the day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So a lot of times that pain comes about because you're in those imbalanced postures, okay, that over a long period of time, they're going to pull some muscles tighter, overstretch other muscles, okay, and also put somewhat of an imbalanced loading on the spine, okay. So if you want to think about it in a basic way, you want to try and reverse what you're doing during the day to help bring some balance to that, okay, and also to allow the muscles to relax. Okay.
Reverse meaning the position, as in like I'm holding my camera.
Yeah,
like
so
this.
like if your arms are forward, okay, then we're gonna try to bring the arms back out to help stretch out the muscles on the front that are gonna be prone to becoming tight. Okay. Because I know for sure, working with people who have to work at a desk, a lot of times, similar issues. They're having to be forward a lot. Shoulders are forward. They're hunching forward.
Kind of like when I'm editing for long periods of time.
And you kind of run into similar issues with tightness and pain in the upper back and the lower back, even though they're in a sitting position, which I'll go over in a second. Actually, that seating position tends to be one of the primary causes of a lot of the back pain. Okay.
Is that overall the entire back or a specific area?
Yeah, overall back, but especially lower back.
Okay.
Okay. So
what are some things that I can do either with a personal trainer or preferably at home after a long day of shooting? Okay.
Well, we'll just run through a little sequence of exercises that's really easy to do. So first, one that's going to help open up the lower back and the shoulders as well. So what you can do is the upper back and the shoulders. So what you can do is face the wall and just take a small step back. Place the hands on the wall about shoulder width, just below shoulder height. Okay, so lean your weight onto the wall. Lean your weight onto the wall. There you go. Okay, now you're going to take a small step backwards with the feet. Bend the knees and push the hips back. Okay, and you can let your weight drop down. Okay, so that your chest is dropping down towards the floor, and you're feeling a stretch through the armpit area, like through the lats, and you're getting a little arch coming through the back here. Okay. This is a stretch you could probably hold for about 20 to 30 seconds. Okay. Come out of it and maybe do about 2 to 3 rounds of that. Okay.
Okay. Now, am I forcing myself into this, or when do I usually stop?
You want to be in about a moderate stretch. So you want to feel a strong stretch. If it starts to feel painful, then you want to back off a little bit, because whenever you're experiencing pain, your body is automatically going to tighten up, okay? So you're not going to be able to get the full benefit of the stretch anyways. Sometimes you got to just take it easy the first round. The next round, go a little deeper. The next round, go a little deeper as you begin to relax. Okay. Now a good one for the lower back. Okay, the thing with the lower back, a lot of the times the pain is a result of the hips being tight, the hip flexors, especially the psoas being tight. and pulling forward on the lower back, really arching it out, making it very tight, stiff, and painful.
So,
Okay.
This.
So, yeah, if you kind of tend to have a real arch here, and some people will even have like a big arch in the lower back and the shoulders will be rounded at the same time. Yeah, it's kind of hard to replicate if that's not how you're usually used to standing. But so what we can do is basic stretches, try and stretch out the psoas. Okay, and this one you could do standing. So even if you're on the job, feeling a little stiff, this is one you could do anywhere. Okay, so you're gonna split the feet so you're standing in a lunge position. So face me. Take a step forward with the right foot. Okay, nice big step, little bigger step. Okay, so you're gonna square up the shoulders here. Okay, make sure the hips are squared up. All right, now raise that left arm overhead. Okay, nice and tall. Okay, so the key on this one is squeezing the glute here tight and trying to pull in the abs. So you're shifting the hips back like that. Okay, and lunge forward a little deeper. Okay, arm straight up. Okay, so this is the stretch that you're trying to hit with the psoas here. Okay, you also get some stretch through the shoulder. So again, this is a stretch you can hold for about 30 seconds. Okay, and if you want to add something to the stretch and hit the QL and oblique area, what you can do is push the hip out to me. Okay, and lean over slightly. Really make sure you stretch just a little bit. Make sure you don't lose that tightness. Keep the abs pulled in. Okay, and leaning over to the side will help to loosen up that area there.
Ooh.
Okay, so let's hit the other. Yeah, let's hit the other side. So you can see it from the other side. Okay.
So tighten the glute.
Yeah.
And then.
Now push this hip forward a little bit. No, I mean not dropping down. Rotate like that.
Oh, okay.
There you go. That's what really keeps the stretch in the right area. Arm back a little bit more. Shrug up, reach up, stretch up as high as you can. Over to the wall and push the hip out. Yeah. You don't only want to lean over, you want to push the hip the opposite way at the same time to really get into the stretch. Okay. So like a good 20, 30 seconds there as like a break while you're working is a good duration. A lot of different variations to that one, but if it's more like something that you want to work on at the end of the day when you're done with everything, obviously you can go into more extended holds, 1 to 2 minutes, really stretching out before you go to bed. Okay. And so another thing to address with this will definitely help the pain and tightness in the upper back. Okay, is loosening up the front of the shoulders and the chest area, and even through the biceps as well. Okay, so a stretch that we can do standing. Okay, we'll use the wall again. So face the wall. Now this is the primary shoulder that gets tight. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a righty, so.
So you're gonna go all the way to the wall and step to the left a little bit so you have space to extend the arm, so extend that right arm. Okay. So you can have it a little bit above head height. You want to push this shoulder to the wall. Okay, so everything is flat. For some of you, that might even be enough stretch already. Okay, even just getting to that flat position. So actually turn the head the other way so you got room. Okay, so keep that flat. Okay, now keeping everything planted on the wall, you're going to try and rotate your body away. Okay, if you want, you can use your left hand to push your body over, and you can step back. You can step back with that. Yep, keep that on the wall there. Okay. And if you play with different angles as far as the hand relative to the body, you'll feel the stretch in different areas. For most people, you're probably going to get the most benefit if you keep the hand at about shoulder height and work upwards from there also. Okay, if you have the hand too low, you're probably not going to feel much of a stretch. Okay, so use this hand to push your body over, rotate, and make sure that staying on the wall. Okay, you're feeling that stretch there. Okay, good.
A little bit on my bicep too.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of times pain that you feel in the front of the shoulder is actually related to the bicep, because that bicep inserts all the way up into the shoulder, and even though most people think of it as just being down in the arm, like towards the elbow. Okay. So let's try the other side. Left arm up.
So start out a little bit above shoulder.
Yeah, I will go even a little higher than that. Yeah, that's the tighter area. Find everything on the wall. Okay. Push your body over.
And then as far as this shoulder, I want to make sure I'm bringing it back.
Yeah, it's about just kind of getting the rotation through your torso. Okay. There's many different versions that you can do, but we're choosing the one on the wall so that you don't necessarily have to lay down on the floor if it's not convenient to do that. Because ideally, if you can do these stretches before you start experiencing discomfort, or just kind of throw them in throughout the day when you have a little bit of a break, that's going to be much better than waiting until it's already painful and tight to start trying to address the issue. Okay. So I think those 3 stretches definitely give you a little bit of a start on helping to prevent the pain, prevent you from experiencing the pain in the first place. And just kind of staying diligent with those will gradually over time work to improve your posture, okay, and making sure that you don't start developing more chronic issues over the long term, because I'm sure you see many photographers and people that have to kind of work on their craft over long periods of time, who just develop terrible posture. They're always hunched over.
The hunch.
And yeah, like the thing is, the longer you let that go, the harder it is to reverse, and the more painful it is going to be to reverse.
So start early.
Yeah, the more you can do, the earlier, the better. Like the earlier you start the work, the less you're gonna have to do. The later you start, it's gonna be hard, and you're probably gonna need some professional help to really fix those postural issues.
Okay.
So.
Well, thank you so much. I hope everybody learned something today, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment below.
Okay, thanks.